back to X-STRUCTION. Today we are going to be building a 2024 BMW M8 Gran Coupe. The real car has 617 horsepower and goes from 0 to 60 mph in 2.5 to 2.7 seconds. And we are going to enjoy building it. I am going to build it in the Gran Coupe form, which is a platform of the car. Not the regular coupe, but it's a four-door hatchback version. Though the words Gran Coupe may deceive you into thinking that it is a regular coupe that's grandly luxurious, which its luxury doesn't take up much. It's more the looks and speed of the car. So, let's get going. Okay, so now that we're doing the M8 Gran Coupe, we're starting the building of it. And we are going to be using a table to put it on, and I will have all the information that you guys need on building it. So let's get started after I tell you the materials. So you're going to need paper, basically all the same things: paper, scissors, markers, tape, printed papers, unless you want to draw them on your own. But alright, let's get to work. So I got my stuff up onto the table. And you are going to need to cut off the sides of your box, except for this one, because the one in the front is going to be used for the hood. So you're going to need to keep this one so that we can tape it so it's used for the hood. And then back here, you're going to want it to be open for you to sit in. And back here, because I'm building the Gran Coupe, are going to be rear seats. So let's get to work on taping and everything that we got to do. So that's how the box should look on the front, and downward view it should look like that. And now let's get to work. Now, if you would like, it doesn't require many boxes, but you can build a regular M8 competition. I am building the M8 competition Gran Coupe, so you are not going to be making it a coupe for this video, but in the future I will feature a video with the regular coupe. So it should look like this so far, with these pieces taped up. Regular cardboard boxes that you can use. You can just go to Lowe's and get cardboard boxes for free. You can get any size that you need. Get a custom cardboard box. When you do that, you do have to put the box together, but there's no problem with that. Okay, so it should look something like how mine looks. Alright, there we go. Okay, now we're going to have to move to taping in these parts. Okay, so now from a good working perspective, I am going to be installing this side together now, and then we will have to move on to the middle. As I said in my introduction video, I've been doing this since I was 8 or 9. I don't remember exactly. So I've practiced a lot and feel like I have a lot of skill, so I want to share this with anybody who can't wait to drive and wants to have their own vehicle earlier than they can. Here. So basically, you're just going to want to put all your boxes together. Getting this done. Seats might be a little tight. Plus the box is bigger than mine, but I don't have the right box to make them like super luxurious. Like I wish I did, but so I just don't. And your car should look something like this if you made it how I did. And now what we're gonna have to do is cut out spots for doors. But first I'm going to tape in all these little handles so that they stay. There we go. So I just want to get all the handles in nicely so that the whole thing is nice. So any handles, there we go. Now we need to move on to cutting the doors out, like I said. So that's our next thing to do. Okay, so now I need to get one really large scissors. That I use for cutting out big pieces of stuff. I'm just going to go straight down with them, avoiding the staples. Might be easier up here. There. So now I just have to avoid the staples, or it might be a little problem. Now we're getting some business done. So now the door is able to open, and I will be able to easily slide into my BMW. And then you have all that. So now I'm just going to take this open so you can see me do it to the other side. That should be easy enough. Like that. There. Now, you can see straight through. And I will be doing it on the opposite side. So both doors openable, and the interior is fully out. So that means now I can let go of this long strip and I can just fold it around for extra durability. And now I can tuck the door back in. Alright, now we're going to move the BMW forward. So why I chose this car out of all the other kinds of cars I could have chosen is because this here is one of my favorite kinds of cars. Like that. Alright, this is going to have to open. There. Alright, so now that side will open, and it will close. And I just need my extra tape again to get the interior all fixed. So now, the door does not really want to listen to me that well. I am going to build in one of my custom built locks. All you have to do is make a stretch of tape so that stops the door. And there you go. So I do that when the doors start getting worn out. They just want to throw themselves forward. So now let's turn it so that we can access the other door on this side. This door's going to be a bit more complicated. I got to line up because the box is at a different angle. Alright, there. Okay. I'm going to get my extra short tape here. So, line it up. And here. Yes, that should go like straight down perfectly. But I just got to get up here. Little holes do not come in very handy when I'm trying to cut. They're not very easy. There we go. All done and cut. Strong scissors just busted a bit. I'll fix that. Alright, I'll just have to use the other scissors that I have with me. Which I need to put these things together. Alright, that's good. Now this one opens too, just as well as the other one. It's a small space in here for somebody. So, I mean, it's good space at least. Okay, there. Now that is completed. And just so that guy stays too, I'm going to have to use my custom-made door lock. Just to make sure he stays. Yeah, there. Okay, so now that is 100% complete. So now we have the structure of the car basically all built out. Okay, so now here we have an open spot that is very noticeable. So I'm going to get a slip of cardboard. I'm just going to fold it right where I am. There, so it should stay like this. But first, we need to make a bottom part. So there we go. So I'm going to mark it that it goes like right. There. Now, if I cut that, it should come out perfectly. How I want it to. This here is going to work great. There. Now what we have to do is we have to install it, which is more complicated than it looks because you gotta make sure that it stays and everything. It looks fairly easy. It's just a little complicated sometimes when you get it to stay perfectly, and it doesn't want to. So now if I hook it up like this, you'll see that it's going to have to come down onto it. Both sides. Forcing it to have to stay. There. Alright, now I pick it up. There. Okay, so that should hold it. And I can attach this long piece. I'm going to do my cargo area back here. So that should work easily. So I want it to. Okay, so I just got it to hold better than it was. Put it in here. One arm. Catch everything. There. There. Now we got the whole back of the whole car basically fully assembled. So it looks something like this, but this here should be staying back, but it's not right now. Fix that. All
you need to do this is some tape to hold it where you want it to be, and for you just to get it. Pinch the tape around it, but keep tape right here. Okay, now this side, it should be pretty simple. So all you need to do is fold it around the corner. There. Just like that. Now here's our completed frame of our car. Now, moving on to the paper cover part. I also want to make the interior white. So there's an option to make your interior white on the BMW M8 Gran Coupe. One door completed. All white. Now I'm going to just get this to fold around the front. Then we'll finish this side and then go into the hood and stuff. build high performance vehicles, but some of the vehicles that I build are not performance vehicles, they're more like luxury, but the majority of the vehicles that I build are ones with a lot of horsepower and high performance, because I like cars that there. So now we got one side basically completely covered up in paper, except for this quick strip, which is something that I could easily do if I cut the paper to be the right length. About this long. Here. Now I always make sure to cut it a little bit larger, because I want to make sure that it's going to be the right, that it's going to fit at least. I don't really like this paper, so I always cut it a little bit larger than it needs, and I think it needs to be, because a lot of times I'm wrong about that stuff. And then I'll just get it from here, finish it off with covering this. This side. It actually looks really good. Okay, so now moving on to more like the front of the car. We are going to be taking things from the front and from the hood. Now, off of this, you can build the regular 8 Series Gran Coupe or 8 Series, but all you gotta do is not have the M logos and not have certain M orientated things. I'll show you later if you want how to turn it.
into the cover of back here. And the left side of the M8 Gran Coupe covered in nice white paper. Now we're gonna move on to the back and right side of the M8. Okay, now move on.
fifths of the car's 4/5 of the car covered in paper. And this BMW is turning out really good. Alright, now just the final part, which is the back of the car. So all we need to do is enjoy a few things. Now I'm basically just tearing
tearing apart the whole box. Box is taken apart. All that's left is this piece. This is the spot.
Now it's fully covered in white paper, all over the exterior. Now we're just going to have to move on to the interior. So this is going to be a bit more complicated to cover, but in here you're just going to have to cover up. I don't have a place to put the camera, so I can't show you how to cover paper in here. So I won't be doing that. Alright, now we're moving on to the headlights, taillights, and wheels part. So I'm going to start with wheels. Now I have multiple wheels on the side. Okay, so wheels are actually really simple because all you need is one tape. And you just got to put the wheel just tape it onto the part of the car that it goes on, and that's all you gotta do. So that's what wheels are actually. Messed it up. You have to make sure that your ceramic or whatever kinds of brakes you have are like this. So again. Okay, so you're just going to do that to both sides. Like that. So now, got two wheels. Now, since we're going to do that to both sides, first I'm just going to put that taillight on. Right. Otherwise, I'm going to try the other rims. Alright. Well, that looks great. Just make it a little bit back. Like this. Stand a little higher. Yes, perfect. So you got taillight stuff. Picture the BMW means that I need to put these right apart. Right here, by the wheel, but not on the wheel. Right beside it. And then we'll move on to putting on the headlights, and then you just do all that to the exact same side, to the other side. So this here, oh yeah, that's perfect. Alright, and both headlights on. Both one headlight, one taillight, and the wheels. So that's basically all you're going to need for that part for now. Alright, so now we are back with the M8 Gran Coupe. I have finished this side and that side, everything but the door handle. So I'm going to go around to this side and draw exactly what this is on those sides, while you can see what it looks like. Completed. now that's left is the roof and certain things in the interior. So let's move on to certain parts of the interior. Same thing on the passenger seat. Done. So both seats have the words M8 competition on them. Both seats will keep those words on them. This here's how our interiors look. So now I'm going to be moving on to building a screen and steering wheel place right here. Okay, so all we're going to need for that is this piece that we have previously cut the one piece for the back of the car to just slide right inside of there. So it should look like this. And we will tape that. Okay, now I'm not the person who wants to tape the inside of it to the inside part. I'm just taping the outer part. And then we can install our screen display that we have made onto it. So there, that's how it should look now. Now I have printed this screen. So we are going to use this and put it right here in the car. There. Okay, now we have a screen on display in there. Now, for our steering wheel, we will need to use scissors, and we're just going to have to stab a hole right here. I'm stabbing multiple so that I can get the thing that I've done to fit. Pieces of paper to be just rolled up as small as you can, as small as you can make it. I need a table to make it as small as I can. And then just take this. There. Now, if I stab it here, it should be opening up a spot for it to fit. Now it should almost fit. The hole should look something like that. And this should be able to make its way through. There. Yep, it just went right through. So, my hole is the perfect size. Now I'm going to put this tape roll cap over it. Tape the tape roll cap on without even making tape. Okay, now that part is done, and we are going to install the steering wheel. So, what we need for the steering wheel is a piece of cardboard to be cut out how we need it to be, like this. So I'm holding the printed steering wheel up against it. Probably be able to go from there, from the cutting, without having to do anything really else. Okay, now your steering wheel should look somewhat like this, and this should fit on it how it does for mine. So, now on my steering wheel, I'm going to have to tape the thing. Oops, there went my tape. Okay, so there's your steering wheel, your completed BMW M8 steering wheel. Okay, now I am now going to tape the steering wheel onto the back of the thing that we have. Okay. Now this piece can just get wrapped around casually. So it's a little complicated with my large hands to fit in the crevices that they need to. But somehow I managed to get it to work. And so it did. So there you go. Your BMW M8 now has its own steering wheel. Now, I also have a heating system that I found in one of the pictures that I am just going to tape right into here. Okay. there's your steering wheel. There's your interior so far. Now the ending for this BMW M8 is the roof. And then after the roof, the car is 100% done. Okay, so there you can see how our roof will be platformed and designed, because that gives you the clue what the roof is going to be. So now, I'm going to design the next part of the roof. Everything together. And now we are going to pull this part over to the car.
there you go.
So now from there I put on a roof and a window on the back made of Scotch tape. And now I just have a window on the front to install. Okay, so now you have to do is add paper to the top, and your BMW M8 is finished. And if you like this video, you will like a lot of my other videos on cars that I build. And please, if you really like this video, subscribe. And if you have any comments or anything, you can put them in the comment section below. And on the rest of your M8, just add the parts to the top that you need. And you will be all set. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in another X-Struction video. Thank you.